It's comparison time. We have Forever Wanted Absolu. This is the newest release versus Forever Wanted Elixir. So this one came out a little while ago. We're going to compare these two, figure out which one is for who, what you can expect with each of these fragrances, compliments, scent profile, how you should wear them, who should maybe wear them, and you guys ultimately can make your decision on which is best and which is right for you. Per usual, if you want to purchase fragrances on the low, check out down below Fragrance Buy / Fragflex or Joma Shop. Joma Shop, you can do designer shopping in general, glasses, handbags, chains. Great websites down below. Both of them are great and they have other links and discount codes as well. So go enjoy, save your money. Let's start with Forever Wanted Elixir. And now for the rest of this video, this test strip, left hand, that's where this one's going to be. So we're going to spray this. And as that's sitting, we have Forever Wanted Absolu. It's going to be in this hand. This is my right hand. So like this, Forever Wanted Elixir, Forever Wanted Absolu, test strips in front of me. Let's talk about the notes first though. This is essentially going to be a raspberry leather fragrance. Think Tom Ford Tuscan leather, but even more mass appealing, even more sweeter in a designer type of way, but still very high quality. And Forever Wanted Absolu is just this unique, bizarre scent profile with incense, with smoked wood, almost like an incense vibe, vanilla, whiskey, electronic, creamy, milky muskiness, a very interesting fragrance. So we're going to talk about both of them. I'm going to set these down. Let's get the test strips. Let's just talk about the openings right now and compare them. So Forever Wanted Elixir. And it's exactly what you would expect if someone said, this is what raspberry and leather smells like. Here you go. And then you smell this. That's pretty much it. It's strong. It's punchy. It's in your face. It's very high quality. And it's beautifully blended. But even myself, who's not a leather fragrance fan, if I am considering wearing a leather dominant fragrance, this is one of the ones I pull for now because it's that good and it's just done in the highest quality. Now, Forever Wanted Absolu, this is like a bizarre fragrance where it opens up. The first couple of minutes are great and nice and mass appealing, but as it starts to transition before it dries down, it's kind of challenging. It is this raw smoked incense wood. It's almost like you took that and like threw it in a whiskey bottle that's empty and it's been sitting out in the sun for a while. And I mean this in a nice way. It's just that the opening is so unique, so bizarre. I seriously appreciate the perfumery, what they're doing here, doing something different. It's high quality materials. It's ready to go right off the first spray. It's unique, but it's not for everyone in the opening. That's my point. One thing I'll say with this is after about, 3, 4, 5 hours, it smells amazing. And I actually got compliments with Forever Wanted Absolu, and I did not expect that. I got compliments. I was told that I smelled good wearing this fragrance, and this was the fragrance I was wearing. It was Forever Wanted Absolu. So I think with this one, it's one of those fragrances that the opening, it's cool, it's unique, it's high quality. It doesn't do it for me, but the dry down is much nicer. It all kind of mixes into being this almost like sweet, creamy whiskey incense fragrance. And it's still mature, but it's very luxurious, a lot of depth. But again, it smells best, in my opinion, after like hour 3 or 4. It really has to sit on my skin, where this fragrance by Azzaro, yes, it's raspberry leather and it kind of gets a little creamier in the dry down, but for the most part, this stays linear in a sense, right? Forever Wanted Elixir pretty much stays as a raspberry leather fragrance throughout the duration. So you know what to expect and you know what you're getting into with Forever Wanted Elixir. So that's the differences with his scent profile. And this is such an interesting situation because, at this point, if I'm comparing, I'd say what's more mass appealing, but really it's tough because the opening to this is tough. It is tough for general audience. I'm going to have to say that, but the opening to this is tough for anyone who doesn't like leather. So I actually am going to say there's no clear winner here as what's more mass appealing. I do think the dry down in Absolu is more mass appealing in general than a raspberry leather fragrance. You got to get there. You got to get to that point. So let's talk about performance now. Again, I'm very familiar with both of these fragrances. With Forever Wanted Elixir, they're both unique. This is still trying to kind of like find its creamy, musky pocket right now. The incense is still fighting with the wood, but the performance in general is extremely strong for both of these. Both of these, just a couple sprays does fill up a room, and both of these on my skin, I tested this out and I was actually shocked with Absolu. They both last 12 plus hours. I knew the raspberry leather one would. It's very strong binding to my skin. That leather would not come off. But I was pleasantly surprised to find out Absolu genuinely lasts 12 hours on my skin. Solid performance from both of these. These are both all-day performing fragrances that project really well. So the scent profile completely different, but the performance of both of them is exceptional. It's A+. The compliment factor, again, it's weird because if you wore this in the right situations, the right occasions, you would get a lot of good compliments. You know, maybe a suede jacket or a canvas jacket or a leather jacket or a cool kind of layered outfit in a fall evening. A raspberry leather fragrance is always going to get you good reactions as long as you don't spray too much. Whereas this one, if you spray too much, you will not get a good reaction. But for me, when I did just a couple sprays, I waited, 3-4 hours. I got complimented and she said I smelled really good wearing this fragrance. So this has the potential, in my opinion, for more mass appealing compliments when it dries down, when it finds itself to be that sweet, kind of creamy, woody, boozy fragrance with a touch of incense. But as it's developing right now, it's still settling down with this incense wood accord. And when I say settling down, it's not that it's bad quality. It's nothing like that. It's just, it really goes through a scent journey, and the opening isn't the best to me. It's not my favorite. It's more the mid and dry down that's my favorite with Absolu. And lastly, how are you going to wear these fragrances? How would you wear them? So both of them seasonally, in my opinion, is the same. It's going to be slightly cooler weather. Yes, you could get away with either in a summer evening as long as it's cooler, but these are both primarily fall, winter, and early spring. The vibe is actually quite similar as well with these types of fragrances, more evening wear, more cooler weather. What I will say though is with a raspberry leather accord, if it's winter and it's 9 a.m. and you're kind of wearing an outfit that would complement a raspberry leather fragrance, you could actually do a couple sprays of this at like 9 a.m. and go run errands and do your thing and you'll smell good. Where Forever Wanted Absolu is definitely a night out luxurious fragrance. Even if it's cold out, it's winter, I wouldn't recommend spraying this in the morning. This isn't a fragrance you'd want to smell in the morning or around lunch. This is more dinner date, formal evening wear, high profile wear, cocktail wear. It's rich, it's luxurious. The quality and the materials is insane, but it could be a little challenging in those first few hours as it's drying on your skin, which is why I do think this is more of a nighttime fragrance. So that's kind of how you would wear both of them. Overall, though, these are good. These are both good. What I appreciate with Azzaro is the quality they're putting in their more recent releases. Forever Wanted Elixir, Forever Wanted Absolu are 10 out of 10 quality fragrances. They smell good, they perform, they last. Azzaro is doing what all designer brands should do. They have their mass appealing fragrances, but they're not afraid to do some unique, high quality, strong scent profiles. So I appreciate that. So whichever one you like, I don't fault you on either. They're both great. They're both great options. Try them out. Most definitely. If you see a good price on them, buy them. They look great on a shelf. They're really cool and they smell really good. So that's my review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below which one you like and why. Like the video, check if you're subscribed, and subscribe if not. Lots of links and discount codes in my description down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.